This wicked man managed a pig farm where he committed unspeakable crimes, including disposing of the bodies of 49 women victims by feeding them to his pigs. And hauntingly, his sole guilt was failing to achieve an even 50, a horrifying confession that sends shivers down the spine. In the late 1995 in British Columbia, Vancouver, a disturbing increase in the number of missing women terrified the locals. But what at first appeared to be a routine case would quickly turn into a horrifying chapter of serial killings. As investigators delved deeper into the haunting story, they uncovered the shocking truth, confirming at least 49 lives had tragically been taken. Among those affected were sex workers who were all too aware of the presence of an active serial killer operating in their midst. They gathered in groups, walked together, and formed connections to defend one another out of fear for their life. Nothing changed despite their efforts and several complaints to the authorities. Women continued to disappear without a trace, and the police hesitated to launch a serious investigation into the matter, mainly because no bodies of the victims had been discovered. Many of the victims were sex workers, runaways, or battling drug addictions, which sadly seemed to contribute to the lack of urgency in addressing the disappearances. On the night of March 22, 1997, a woman waved her hand to an oncoming vehicle, causing the driver to pause and look for her. He was horrified to see the woman gripping her stomach, blood seeping through her fingers. To make matters even worse, she was handcuffed. She made it to a hospital where she received medical attention. She recounted how Pickton had picked her up, taken her back to his property, and tried to handcuff her. When she resisted, he stabbed her in the abdomen. With immense courage, she managed to wrestle the knife away from him and ended up stabbing him in return, which allowed her to sprint to the road and flag down an approaching car. In the meantime, Pickton called an ambulance and sought treatment at the same hospital. Based on her accusation, an officer from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, arrested Pickton for kidnapping and stabbing a sex worker. He faced charges of attempted murder, aggravated assault, and shackling. Charges were eventually dismissed, as Pickton successfully argued that the lady was a hitchhiker who had assaulted him during an attempted robbery.
I didn't take the knife away from her. I did not take the knife away from her. I aimed it to her and I knifed her twice. I did that. I admit I did that.
Her credibility as a witness was also called into doubt due to her drug addiction.
You drink? Oh, no. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't use drugs.
You've never taken any of the prostitutes back to your trailer?
Not since this incident, no. Hey.
But before that incident?
No.
Had the interview been better handled, the result may well have been differently, and Mr. Pickton may well have been prevented from murdering a number of women who died after that date.
Robert Pickton, born on October 24, 1949, in Port Coquitlam. After his parents passed away, he and his siblings sold most of the family's pig farm, retaining about 6.5 hectares. In 1996, Pickton and his brother formed the Pity's Palace Good Time Society with the stated intention of raising funds for charitable causes through events like dances and performances. When a worker at Pickton's farm mentioned that 𝐿 𝐂𝐿𝐿, a sex worker, had described witnessing a woman's body hanging in his slaughterhouse, suspicions surrounding Pickton and his farm intensified. However, without concrete evidence or an eyewitness, the police faced challenges obtaining a search warrant. In 2002, another former worker came forward, reporting the presence of illegal firearms on the property, prompting a search that revealed disturbing evidence linking the farm to missing women. On the premises, the police discovered DNA profiles of both men and women, but no complete bodies. Instead, they found horrifying remains, including teeth, hair, small bones, and other bone fragments, suggesting a grisly fate for the victims. While in detention, Pickton inadvertently shared a cell with an undercover police officer who was tasked with extracting information from him. Pickton, who was seeking attention, bragged about his deeds, sharing information about storing victims' possessions and pretending to have killed 49 people in order to achieve the horrifying milestone of 50. He chillingly described how he disposed of his victims' remains by feeding them to his pigs or grinding them up for a local business that produced gelatine used in chocolates and jellies.
No shit. That's gotta be fucking pretty good. Okay? Too much fucking left. Really? See? Fucking gotta be fucking ridiculous. Gotta be fucking. That was under. Your goddamn was like 20. That's fucking pretty good there. That's fucking pretty good. I think you're doing something right.
There's so many people coming in my place, I don't know. She's pretty, don't like this thing.
He just looked upon this as a number, so totally depersonalized, so totally detached, so totally insensitive, so totally unempathetic, classic psychopathic personality.
As the public and detectives contemplated the sinister secrets concealed within seemingly innocent treats, the revelation sent shivers down their spines. Finally, on December 9, 2007, a jury delivered a guilty verdict on 6 counts of second-degree murder based on the presence of just 6 pieces of DNA evidence, a chilling confirmation of his heinous crimes. The judge sentenced him to life in prison, with no possibility of parole for 25 years.
On behalf of the Vancouver Police Department, I would again like to say we are sorry to the families and friends of the missing and murdered women. We could have and we should have caught Pickton sooner.
He is eligible for parole on February 22, 2032. Still, he may have the regret of not making it to 50 kills. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.